Good morning. One moment. All right. Good morning, everyone. So, it's a snowy day here. Straighten this out a little bit. And let me get my corner bug up. I feel like this is off. Well, let's see what happens. All right, so I was looking at this morning. Oh, let me get my light on here. And get that out of there. All right. So I went away last night thinking I'm not too happy with this. But then I came back this morning. I'm actually kind of happy with it. So I think this wood is going in the right direction. It's not quite the right color, and part of that is because of the angle that I'm looking at it. The light shining on it is creating some more blonde colors in there, but I think I can get it. It's actually a walnut. This looks more almost like a pine almost. It's very blonde, and it only looks blonde because of the way the light's hitting it. So it's a little deceiving, but I'm happy with the way this is coming out. I was a little bit not too happy with it yesterday, but it's good. So we'll just continue with it, I guess. I'm going to zoom in here. Let's get this a little higher, and we'll zoom that right in so you guys can see it better. See how that is. I'm gonna go one higher. Yeah, I'll go right there. Lock that down. It's nice and straight. All right, let's get our paints ready to go here. That over on the side. All right. And of course, uncap our oil and our turpentine. I'm always very cautious about opening or messing around with my turpentine. Years ago when I was in art school, I dropped my turpentine container, and it was glass. And it broke on the cement floor, and it stunk so bad. It was really, really bad. So I'm very careful with turpentine these days. I don't ever want to drop another thing of turpentine. All right, so let's, before we start, as usual, take a moment to kind of reflect on where we are and see where we're gonna continue. I need to get some stuff going on back there, so I might hit that first. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go hit this first, and then I'll come around and let's start with that. I think that's good. So we're gonna start on the right hand side here, and I'll start in the very back with some of that shadow. So let me clean off my brush here. I always clean it off in turpentine first, because when I wash my brushes, when I'm done washing them, I put a little soap on them. I think of it, it's kind of like hairspray. So the soap dries, but it's clean, you know, like it's not going to ruin my brush when the soap dries on there. Let's see where this is. This is from yesterday still. And that's why I covered it. I'm going to have to let it go after today, because I won't be back for a few days. Probably not until next week sometime. Alright. So one of the things that I notice, walnut wood is, it's a little bit red, right? So I'm tempted to, I'm going to take a little bit of this over here on the side, right here, and I'm going to put a touch of, and when I say a touch, I mean a really small amount of alizarin crimson. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Alzarian crimson, alizarin, I think it's alizarin crimson. I'm going to put a little bit more. I want to add a touch of that reddish, that deep red from the mahogany. Take a look at that. That's pretty dark. I hope it's not too purplish. That's what I want to make sure I'm avoiding is look at that color. It's very dark, but and I guess it's brown, and it's got a little bit of red. All right, let's see how that looks. And I'm looking at this. I don't know if the light shifted, but this shadow's further over now. Let me see how that looks. That's actually, I like that color. That's good. That's actually really nice. And I'm gonna have to get another brush out too, because I need to get in the corners. So I need a round brush. So I'll get my number 5 round. And dip that in the oil there. And get some more of that paint. Alright. So a round brush can get into corners well, a lot better than a flat brush can usually. So I feel like that's what I was missing, that little bit of red. I like that color quite a bit. I think I like it quite a bit. I might need a little black in there as well, but I'm gonna start with this. And I feel like that shadow. Let me just settle down for a second and look at that. You'll notice, you'll probably hear a lot of noise today. The family is all home. It's a snowy day outside. And they're all upstairs doing their snow day thing, probably on their phones, watching Instagram or YouTube or something. Who knows? But tomorrow is Christmas Eve, so it's going to be a busy, busy day around here. Let's see. I'm going to leave that, well, I want it to go a little further out. I want it to go out to like here. I'll adjust that color a little bit more later as I blend some stuff into it. But, and actually I'm gonna do some adjustments right now. I'm gonna add a little bit of black to that, just a touch. And I'm gonna add a little bit of white. So really I'm adding kind of a gray, a very dark gray. because some of that color there feels a little more muted to me. And as I go into some of these other areas, I feel like I want to have that mutedness. Yeah. I'm going to get some more of that. I'm going to make some more. Some of that, just a touch of that red, alizarin crimson, and a touch more of the black. Get it from over here because that's just a little bit, and a touch of the white. That looks okay. Yeah, I like that color. Back. Oh, wrong one. That one. That's the one. Alright, I'm happy with that color, I think. And I'll be modifying this color as I go around. So really all I'm going to do is this is all dry right here. This is all wet from yesterday. So I need to get this all wet so I can do some blending. So really that's my goal right now, is to get some of this stuff a little more wet. Being a little selective about it. I'm just trying to get my bearings here. It's a little after 9 a.m. Still a little tired, I guess. So I don't want to go too fast and make mistakes. Regret something I did later on. You were shooting pool, we were taking shots under the dim lights. Got a little smile that knocked me off of my seat. I started falling for you, and I didn't know what to do. Alright, I'm going to leave that there for a moment, and I'm going to start getting some of that lighter color in there. Move my stuff around. Or I didn't need to move it around. Oh. Alright. So I need to get some of that, some of this color here on the right. Let's see. I think what I can do, I'm not even going to clean my brush off. I'm going to take some of this and I'm going to put it right here. I'm going to add a little bit of that alizarin crimson. Color. I like that color quite a bit. Look at that though. I like that color a lot, actually. I'm gonna do that again. I'm gonna make a bunch of it. So that goes in there. It might have been better to do this with a palette knife, but I'm okay with you know what? I am gonna do this with a palette knife. Put that down for a second. I'll make less of a mess. But just do it the right way, right? Because really I need quite a bit of that, and I want some more of this. And alright, I like this. So I'm going to put that there. I'm going to add a touch of black. Let me see if I can scrape this black up from just a little bit ago. Black, touch of white. I don't really don't want to lighten it up, but again, I'm just trying to get that kind of a added dark gray, kind of tone it down a little bit, dull the color slightly. Look at that. All right, I'm going to keep that right there as a darker tone. Then I'm going to take half of that. Let me see, can I get some of this up too? Yeah, that's still wet from yesterday. I love it. Get that in there too. A little bit of dullness in there. It's funny. Sometimes you're just okay mixing randomly. Now let's take. Actually, I'm gonna leave that just like it is. I'm gonna wipe this off. Let me clean that off. So I'm working with a limited palette because I'm just working on the wood right now. So I'm going to add, I'm going to take a little bit of this, actually over here. I'm going to add a little white to it to lighten it up. So and then let me just compare that color to what I've got going on up here. Yeah, that is a really good color right there. Yep, that's exactly what I need. Get some oil in it. Watch it be the exact same color that I put down earlier. Oh, over here. There we go. Yeah, see how close that is? I just need this to be wet really, so I can blend. Because I discovered yesterday as I was doing this, I'm just gonna fill this in, and I'll be putting some texture on it afterwards. I discovered this yesterday that this wood texture really needs done with wet paint to some degree. So getting this in there will help me quite a bit. So I'm kind of erasing some stuff that I did earlier, but that's okay. The outcome will be much better. I need more paint here though. I might even just let that go like that. I'm not done with this glass at all here. I'll be doing quite a bit more work with that too. So I can go right up next to it and not worry too much about messing it up. All right, let's get a little bit more. Now this is, I'm gonna get some of this in here, but I need to change my color too, I think. So there's actually two boards up there. So I want to be conscious of where those two boards separate, so that it continues to look like two boards. I'm gonna add a little more white to that. And a little oil. Hopefully I'm not blocking you too much. Yeah, that's a good color. I like that. And I'm going to end up using this color elsewhere as well. So this is I think this is the important color for that mahogany finish that I'm looking for. All right. So now we're going to go the opposite direction, and let me just wipe this off a little bit. I'm not going to clean it, I'm just going to wipe it off. Small stick out. It feels like it's always in my way, but I need it there. All right, a little oil. So on this side, we're going to go darker. Is that black still good? I think it is. A little more. So we've got a neutral, or darker, and a lighter. And if you've just joined me, there's been people coming in and out here and there. It's welcome. I see a color on there that I don't want. I think it's a little spot of white. Fix that. All right, there we go. Welcome to chat, ask questions. I am here to inform you of what I'm doing, why I'm doing it. So feel free to say hi, or feel free to just sit back and watch. So the wood grain always goes like in one direction, right? So this wood grain's going left to right. So as long as you're paying attention to that a little bit, and, following along those lines, you're gonna be fine. You don't have to paint everything, you just have to paint enough. I'm gonna get that a little darker. It's not showing up quite as much, and I want this paint to be a little thicker too. Oh, that's a little too dark. Hopefully I didn't kill it too much. Let's find out. Yeah, that looks okay. All right, I'm gonna keep it thick though. So thick paint tends to stick better on top of thin paint. So that's what I want to make sure that I'm doing. Getting that paint to sit on top. I'm gonna have to work with that color back there. It's kind of grayish, so I'll have to. Oh, wrong camera. Sorry. I do that all the time. So feel free to yell at me if I have forgotten my camera. So this is the shadow from the glass here. Part of it's shadow, part of it's just you know, the wood. Right now it's kind of painterly. I'll tone that down a bit as I go. I'm going to get my I might get my big blending brush out. So I've got this. This is, what do we say? This is a 1/2 inch, but it's really kind of, and I'll show you a little closer. It's really kind of you know, soft and fluffy. So I'm going to take that and just kind of dab around a little bit. Try to soften up some of those strokes in there. I'm really not painting grain yet. Just some of it will end up being grain, but there's a lot of shadow from that glass down here. I keep this has to stay dry and fluffy, so I'll dab a little bit and then I'll go off to the side and kind of dry it off. So that'll remove any like big splotches of paint. Excuse me. And this needs to be, let me get another brush here. I was using this flat brush earlier. I just want to blend this piece right here up a little bit before I use my big blending brush. I'm not sure how wet it is there, so I don't want to. This has to be pretty soft though, this boundary. back to my blending brush. I'm really gonna hit that. Alright, that's not looking too shabby. I like that so far. Let's keep that blending brush dry. There might still be some paint on it, but as long as I don't see it coming out on my easel over here, it's fine. Alright, let me just back up and look at that for a second. I need to blend this out down there. I might actually do that real quick right now. I think some of this color needs to change over here, but we'll get there. Un momento, per favore. Alright. Coming along, coming along. I got nobody coming to hang out with me today. That's a little sad. It's alright. It's alright. People got stuff going on. It's nearly Christmas, you know? So... I get it. I understand. Alright, I am... Alright, that's coming along. It's alright. It's getting to be the colors that I want for the most part. I've got to add some additional colors, but I'll get there too. I'm gonna start getting there right now, I think. Actually, before I get there, let me look at this section a little bit more. There's some grayishness in there that I want to make sure I capture. Yeah, there's really some gray. So I know I kind of painted it a little bit orangey, but that is not as accurate as I'd like it to be. I'm just going to mix just some straight gray over here. I want to see what that does. It's kind of dark. I'm going to add a little bit of the alizarin crimson in there. More of the white. I'm just experimenting at the moment. Just want to see where I land with this. I'm going to add some raw umber. Yeah. I'm going to add some some yellow ochre. And a touch more white. That's doing some stuff that I like, and it might just be stuff that's on top of this. Yeah, I kind of like that color here and there. I might have to soften it a little bit, but kind of fan that out. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to fan out my brush a little bit. I don't have a fan brush. I'm not a fan of fan brushes, as I have said. They tend not to get a good effect from them. So I always regret when I use them. So some of this is just kind of blended into it. Soften that up a little bit. Yeah, I kind of like that on top like that. Let's get some more of that color. There's a lot of other colors in here. So I'm just not there yet. So if you're seeing something that I haven't put down yet, let's just trust in the process at the moment. All right. Now, kind of what I want to do is add, there's some lighter spots in there too. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of this here from yesterday, and I'm going to put it over here to start. Let's see what that color comes out as. It might not be the direction I'm going, and I might have too much gray in my brush to start with, but let me add some more of that. See what that looks like real quick. All right, there's some areas I want to put that color first before I keep going. This is a little bit too gray, but I see it here and there, like very soft and subtle. It's too light. So I don't want to go over, but I do see it a little bit here and there. It's too gray is what it is. It's not too light, it's too gray. Or maybe it's not, I don't know. It's growing on me for some reason. It's growing on me. Alright, I'm going to stop there. I'm going to clean this brush off now. Oil. Alright. Now I'm going to go with, I think I'm going to take some of this. I'm going to put it down here. Really get some lighter stuff going on. That might be a little too oily, but let's see where it goes. Kind of like that it's oily because it just kind of like, and that's kind of where I want it to be. Kinda yes, kinda no. I'm gonna make it a little bit thicker. Hopefully. There's a lot of oil over here. It's very oily. That's alright. We'll figure it out. Might be better off just mixing this again. We'll see. I'm trying to get away with. This is so oily, I can't get the color that I want here. So I'm going to move it down, take some paint here. Let's try that out. I'm going to spread that out a little bit. Get my little fan brush going here. I'm going to switch to another brush real quick. This is my 3mm. I really want this one kind of dry, but I'm going to add some oil to it and then dry it off, because I don't want it full of turpentine either. Switch that camera. Always messing that one up. All right, let me back up for a second. Not sure. I'm not sure about this. I'm painting what I see. I know that. I feel like I'm just adding paint on top of paint on top of paint, and it's not going anywhere. It's not going the direction that I want necessarily. So it's a tough pill to swallow sometimes when you think you're doing the right thing and you're just not seeing the results that you want. Maybe I'm just not looking enough. Maybe that's the problem. quiet day here. Man, I need some motivation, people. Come on. So I'm trying to back up, not back up, just trying to pay a little more attention to what I'm doing here. I think it's going to result similar to what happened yesterday when I walked away not feeling so great about it. And I'll come back tomorrow and I'll be like, oh, it's not so bad. I think. But I won't know until we get there. Alright, let me get that blending brush out again. I think that's kind of what I need here. I think it's good, but I think I'm staring at it too long. Alright, I'm just going to do a little bit more. I want to make sure this color here is right. Let's see, what is that color? I think we're looking at raw umber. I think that's what I'm looking at, raw umber and white. Let me try that out first and see where that takes me. Alright, so here's my raw umber. Let's see what happens when I just take that by itself and add white to it. What color are we looking at here? Alright, a little lighter. See how it's almost gray? but it's still got a quality of brown to it. Yeah. Yeah, that's the color I'm looking for right there. All right. Question is, oil or no oil? I think I need a little bit. Hopefully I didn't put too much on there. All right. My seat is all kinds of messed up right now. The wheel on the bottom is shifting and keeping me from getting close to my painting here. All right. All right. Here we go. So let's see what this looks like. It's funny, it's almost like that gray that I made earlier. Questioning. All right, let's start over here maybe. All right, I see it here and there, but I also see some other colors that I need to figure out. I don't want to put too much detail until I'm ready for the detail. All right, so I'm going to take that color and I'm going to mix it over here a little bit. Some of this color in there. All right, let's try that. Not there yet. I'm going to take a little bit of this, mix that in there. Actually, yeah, a little bit of this, mix that in there. I'm just trying to find the color. So I took some of that and mixed it in the same area here. Trying to find my color. All right. I think I've got something I can work with here. Maybe. Might be too dark. Add a little white. Actually, don't add white. Add some of this here. Add some of this here. Alright, I think we got a color. I think we found it. Yep. Let's see. So that comes up here. Just trying to see what I need to do here. Funny, is that the color I'm using? I'm going to go over here now, I think. I'm going to add some oil to that. All right, I'm going to blend that out just a little bit, and I might call it a day after that. I'm nervous that I'm going to do too much without and I don't feel like I'm present right now. I feel like I'm a little bit off my game. Sometimes you gotta step away. Let's take a look at it. All right, it's getting there. It's getting there. I think the color is better, especially in this area here. I think obviously I need to do some more with it, but I also think maybe at this point letting it dry a little bit might be what I need to have happen. I don't want to kill the detail that I put in there. I'm just softening up just a little bit. Who knows? This could be dry. I don't think it is. I think it's still a little bit wet. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna leave it at that. Oh. Hey, since when was wooding? Are you feeling it? That's funny. It's getting there, right? It's slow going. This feels like it's really, really slow for me. I keep kind of going from blending to adding detail, blending, adding detail. I don't know if I'm just making mud or not. Like I said, I think right now is a good time to step away and not ruin it, because it's not awful. It's not where I want it to be, but it's not awful yet. Yet. Anyways, I know you just got online, so I apologize for my leaving so quickly after you just got online. It's been so quiet here this morning, so but I appreciate you coming to say hi. I will not be here for a few days. I probably won't be here. Maybe I'll come back next Monday or so. Maybe over the weekend. I don't know. Now comes holidays and family visits and things like that. So there'll be a lot of that going on for several days, at least through Friday. So Saturday at the earliest, probably not till Monday, but we'll see what happens. And I hope everyone has an amazing holiday, and I hope you find some time to get some art into your life during this time off, and have a great day. Thanks for watching. Happy painting. Bye.